Well, it's 6:20 in the afternoon on the 20th of June, and we're listening to the SDR. I got hooked up to a Wilson 2000 CB radio antenna hooked up outside on the roof, and we're listening to 9330 AM. Not too bad a signal, but Nebraska 75-meter storm that's coming on soon. We'll see how it gets over here compared to this one here on the long wire that's outside. And here's a quick comparison. There it is here on the shortwave on the SDR. Go ahead and mute that real quick there and compare it to the Kato here. So they're about equal. This one here has a little bit more gain because it has this DX and local switch here. This one here, you can only, I guess it's this little slider here, like with like noise reduction and RF and all that stuff, but it really doesn't have a gain booster except for that setting. Well, you can hear a little bit on the Kato with the preamp on, but nothing really on the SDR. You can see little lines there, a little bit of a signal there, but it's not audible. Very weak. But then again, I don't know what HF band's conditions are right now. And this one here, with this radio being single sideband, you gotta go a few kilohertz off the actual frequency, depending on if it's upper or lower. Alright, as far as my outdoor antenna setup, it hasn't changed much, except for this is the other part of my long wire I want to attach to it, but when I do, and I hook that part up to the other part of the antenna, I get a lot of harmonic noise from broadcast AM stations for some reason. But anyway, I put another mast back up here so I could hoist the wire up off the surface of the roof over here. This, of course, is for the old Radio Shack scanner ham disc cone type antenna. Let's see, you can transmit on 2 meter, 440, and I think 6 meters on this one here. And it's a really good scanner antenna though too. You can see the beginning of my HF long wire that's up on the roof. Right there, if I can get this thing to zoom in. That begins there. And then it goes over to this TV antenna mast. And it's probably about 3 or 4 feet above the roof line there. And then that goes over here to my homemade PVC, and it looks like it's beginning to fall apart a little bit. QHF, well, it's for weather satellites. Looks like it does need a little bit of attention there. It looks like a couple of the elements came off their posts there. But it keeps it up off the roof line there. And then the other part there goes into where the two legs are supposed to join and are soldered onto this ladder line here. The ladder line comes all the way down here into this ballon here. And since only one of the legs on the antenna up there are actually hooked up in a good length, I only hook up one side on the ballon here, and it gets rid of those harmonics. Now if I hook up the other side over here, then I get all those harmonics. So I'm trying to figure that all out. You can hear a little bit of the net going on in there. This wire here, this is just a standard long wire you get with the Cato rate radio. The shortwave one, I just strung that up against here and then up to the pole over there. I use that as a secondary or a backup, just in case. And then this is the Wilson Trucker 2000 that I'm using over here as a vertical receiving HF antenna. It also picks up some VHF local repeaters here in town and a little bit further out. Not quite Omaha, not quite high enough. Plus we're so low on this hill here, and the trees there absorb a lot of the signal and all that fun stuff. So I'm just trying to make do with what I got here and trying to make improvements as we go along. What is this one? I don't think I've ever heard this one before. Got a big booming signal. Let's look at that. Okay, according to this one here, it's Radio Habana, Cuba. Okay, I need to look for him on 11930, but this one was so strong on 950, so I don't know if they switched or what. Down there in Bogota? It's in Spanish. Other than using the solar flux index, the sunspot numbers and everything, I use this website here. It's actually through the Australian government Bureau of Meteorology, but I seem to find it fairly active. Right now it would indicate we're like right there, so we got mildly depressed conditions. The other day and everything, there was a huge blob of red all over North America for at least 3 or 4 hours about this time yesterday. So this is one that I kind of stick with about HF and shortwave propagation conditions. Well, it would seem to figure field day weekend and everything, of course, in the afternoon and evening, we get a bunch of thunderstorms. And this is what we're currently picking up on the SDR at around 14,294. Not too many stations. And again, we're using the vertically mounted Wilson 2000 vertical antenna out there for receiving. Seems to work better than my random wire end fit on top of the house over there. So we're going to let this run most of the night. We're going to be up most of the night. We're going to check the other bands in different modes too. Well, it's the 3rd of July and everything, and 11 meters is wide open. This is just on a wide band from, I mean, I'm listening to 27,475 on the lower side band right now. And then they got 385 over here, which is also side band. That's crazy open. And you got the other Citizen Band channels over here on AM. It's crazy open today. Let's go over here. The entire band is open, even 10 meters. 10. Side band, upper side band. People talking earlier. Of course, now they're going to be quiet, but you can see there's a signal there. Somebody's talking here. Well, it's 6:20 in the afternoon on the 20th of June. I'm listening to SDR. I got hooked up to a Wilson 2000 CB radio antenna hooked up outside on the roof. And we're listening to 9330 AM. Not too bad a signal, but Nebraska 75 meter storm that's coming on soon. We'll see how it gets over here compared to this one here on the long wire that's outside.